Welcome to Jimmy John's.
Subway, eat fresh.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Stan the Sandwich Man. So, for completely obvious reasons, I can't be outside right now reviewing sandwich places because, you know, the I Am Legend situation, but grocery stores are still open, so I'm still able to get all these ingredients to make my own sandwiches, and I'm hoping I could teach you a little bit about what I do here in my house to make dope sandwiches. I use 3 pieces of cutlery. I got this fork here, this knife, and then this teethed knife that I use for the last piece of the puzzle. To begin any sandwich, you need bread. I got bread right here, bro. Usually, like, I kind of vibe with like healthier stuff, like the 16 grain, 20 grain, 30 grain, but now we're keeping it simple with the white bread. So what I like to do is I like to toast the bread, like pretty, like mildly. Usually on like a 3, on a 2, you know how it is. Waiting. Damn, this shit toasted for a while. Yes. Sanitizer going crazy. Yeah, wash your hands, people. That's the most important part of sandwich making. You know, keeps the germs away. You know how it is. We got kind of a goldish color on these pieces. Perfect condition. What we're gonna do is we're first gonna go with butter. Butter's really important, especially when the bread's heated. Just gonna spread it on. Take it all around, you know, all around the bread. It's not too important. The butter can just be in the center. It's just kind of a moistener. I think it's enough for that. It's a pretty small amount, honestly. Don't use too much. The next thing I like to put on is mayo. Some people don't like mayo. I love it. I like a lot on there, but some people like a little bit. That's kind of like the first thing I apply to every sandwich. I put mayo on both sides each time. That way you kind of have like an even amount of moisture. Moisture's not the right word, like juiciness, flavor, both sides of the... This really just happened, dog. Good as new. So the other thing is, it's important to season both sides of the bread. That's kind of what I like to do. So first, you get some nice salty salt here. Just sprinkle a bit, you know what it is. There. You also gotta get some pepper as well. Just gonna put that. You can be a bit more liberal with the pepper, I suppose. You know, get a bit more on there. And then the ultra super move with pizza and with sandwiches is adding crushed red pepper. Kirkland's signature is pretty bomb. You just wanna get a little bit, you know, slap the bag, if you will. Next thing we're gonna add is tomatoes. I like to pre-slice my tomatoes. And then I kind of have this quad thing going on where you need to get about 4 on there. The thing I've kind of learned in my time of sandwich making, especially at home, is it's good to switch it up. You know, get different stuff every week. You know, get banana peppers, jalapenos, pickles, just kind of switch it up so you get that kind of like vibrancy in your home situation. But I will say the thing that stays pretty consistent is the mayo and the tomatoes. So because tomatoes, they make your sandwich taste real good. So the next thing we're gonna add is pickles. Pickles are great. They're just fabulous to put on any sandwich. Usually tend to put a bit more on than tomatoes. Tend to go with about 6 on there. The really interesting thing is, like, a lot of the time I used to like shake the juice off of them. Honestly, getting some juice in your sandwich, not too bad, not too bad. It tastes pretty good, honestly. Especially with like jalapenos and stuff like that, as it can make your sandwich kind of juicy, spicy. Anyway, so now we have this. This is kind of our foundation layer with the seasoning on. So now we're gonna get to the ultimate part. We're gonna add some of this Buddig Mega Pack. It says it's honey ham. I don't know really what this is. All I know is it's cheap and it's lovely. I'm gonna put the meat on. I tend to go with a pretty small amount of meat. That's why when you get the other condiments on there, it's a pretty big sandwich with not a lot of meat. This meat's pretty expensive usually. But I'm gonna go a bit more overkill with this sandwich. I think I need a bit more. Come on, bruh. Next, then we have the meat layer there. Mustard's really important in sandwiches because you have mayo, which is kind of like a baseline flavor, but then you have brown mustard or just any mustard that adds just the spice, adds the impact. It's just great. So I like all kinds of mustard. Yellow mustard's pretty good. Brown mustard's probably my favorite, but I also like seeded mustard. Like I like the ones where the seeds are like the size of like shotgun buckshot. Like, you can tell it's good when you have like the big kind of balls in there, bro. This one's, okay. Just put that on there. That's actually a pretty good amount. I like to go ham with, no pun intended. I like to go ham with mustard, honestly. Just get a pretty good coverage all around. And you're just gonna put that back there. So now you have the mustard on here. So the last piece of the puzzle is to incorporate some of the nice leafy greens, spinach. A lot of people like to put lettuce, of course, you know, Subway, Jimmy John's, Potbellies, you name it, they all use lettuce. Thing is, lettuce is great, but it's mostly water. Spinach has calcium and potassium, and also like just good amount of protein. So it's just good, it's a good leafy green to put in your home sandwiches. You can buy a pretty big abundance of it. So I'm just gonna put this around there. Sometimes I'll actually fry the spinach and then put that on there. But for today, I'm just going fresho mode. So now what we're gonna do is you're just going to put this on here and just give it a short little compression on the sandwich. Not too much, because then the last layer will just be squished like a building being destroyed. Oh my! Here's kind of a good ending product of what it's kind of gonna look like. So about cutting sandwiches, sometimes I kind of just want to take out the middleman, don't want to use this knife. Sometimes I just eat it whole, you know? But honestly, cutting it can make it easier to eat, and can also make your sandwich look better if you want to flex on your homies. What I usually like to do is I usually cut it in the middle. It can be easier to eat, especially with the pointy ends. Cutting it here is pretty cool, but I'm more a diagonal person myself. That's diagonal, right? Yep, there you go, yeah. So you just want to lightly kind of scrape it. And you just want to work your way through the sandwich. You kind of want to hear that it's touching the plate, because then you know it won't rip apart when you try to pull it apart. Oh, this pickle's almost on the loose. But yeah, basically what you have here is you have a pretty nice sandwich with nice portions, and it has just a lot of flavor in it. You know, it's got the pickles, tomatoes, mayo, salt, pepper, all of that. It's pretty healthy, and it didn't take too long. It took maybe about 10 minutes. But yeah, if there's any takeaways from just how I make sandwiches, it would definitely be to just kind of vary what you put in them, whether it be mustard, whether it be ingredients like pickles, any of that. So just, you know, experiment with your hot peppers, experiment with as much as you can. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you liked it. Tell us if you want more of these kind of videos. At Stan the Sandwich Man on Instagram for reviews, and at Stan the Sandwich Man on Twitter for goofy content. At Stan the Sandwich Man. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, you know how it is. Or you can leave a rude comment. I don't really mind, but either way, just support the cause, support the process, you know how it is. And just, you know, tell me if you want any more videos, if you want me to do crazy things with sandwiches, etc., etc. That's Stan the Sandwich Man. Re-up Instagram, Twitter, soon to drop on Facebook, who the f knows.